Hello people, you must be getting tired of hearing my voice. I've made like 7 videos in the past 2 days. You must be getting tired of hearing me. So me and Evan saw an interesting movie over the past week.
Our defenses are strong and the Imperials are about to give up their attack. Just hold a little bit longer.
Hold on. Let me... I gotta do this. Let me...
General Cowards.
Okay, there we go. The music, the volume was so overbearing. Okay. Say what you said again.
Said interesting to say the least.
So the movie we are talking about today is the movie Countdown. Would you like to enlighten the nice viewers on what Countdown was about?
Basically all it was just this app on what has like a demon connected to it, and what was the? It'll give you like a specific amount of time how long until you're gonna die. But what the movie fails at trying to do is explaining how the terms and conditions. If you break terms and conditions, your life is shortened.
Guys, we thought Truth or Dare was bad in terms of how ridiculous it is. Countdown was one of the worst movies we've ever seen in our lives. It is a horrible excuse for a horror movie. The kills are so just ridiculously over the top and stupid. The CGI, oh my god. Ew. Oh, that CGI. The jump scares are hilariously awful. And I mean hilariously awful. The acting is fine, I guess. That's really it. I guess the biggest positive is that the acting is fine. Did you hate this as much as I did? Because I fucking hated this movie.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I hated it just as much.
So one of my favorite moments, and by favorite I mean just hilarious moments, was the part when the black guy goes, "Oh, I think we're safe," and then gets hit by a car after that.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
I laughed my ass off. But this movie doesn't know what it wants to be. This movie, you know, doesn't establish its rules for like a good 45 minutes into the movie. The movie's only 90 minutes. So, these characters die, and other than the fact that you know that the phone app is telling them they're gonna die, you don't know why they're dying. The time starts to go down, and it says user agreement failed or whatever. But you don't know what that means. You're like, what? What does that even mean? These characters just get the notification on their phone, and it's like, okay. Then they die, and it's like, well, first of all, speaking of characters, you don't give a shit about any character. Oh my god. The characters in this movie. Oh god. And then the dialogue. The dialogue in this movie. Guys,
Oh dear, the dialogue.
the dialogue in this movie. Oh my god. I'm gonna speak to you a couple of lines read from the Countdown script, and you tell me if this sounds like a movie you would want to watch. So the main character goes to get her phone fixed or something, and the guy tells her that the Countdown app is 60 gigabytes, and she goes, "Is that big?" And then the guy responds by saying, "Yeah, a whole season of Game of Thrones big."
Yeah, that part was like kind of triggered me.
Another part, the guy downloads the Countdown app, and it tells him 40 years until he dies. To which he responds, "Oh, do you think the Marvel Cinematic Universe will last that long?" No, I'm not joking you. Those words were actually spoken. Guys, this movie's a failure.
Yeah, this movie just really sucks.
This fucking movie The ending. First of all, they introduced a subplot, and yes, we're going into spoilers. We don't give a shit. Who fucking gives a shit about Countdown? They introduced this subplot about a rapist, whatever. And it's like, okay, at this point, that shit's in every fucking horror movie. So they introduced some fucking side plot about a rapist, and it's so overbearing to the point where the phone app becomes just non-existent. I was like, at one point, it was the main plot. And it was like, why is this your main plot? It had, like, it was such a 180, like, I don't know. It was such a weird thing that they did. I don't know. Then the ending, first of all, they tried connecting a fucking phone app to a demon.
That's what I said earlier, but yeah, it just does not make sense.
There's literally an entire scene where they try to explain how somehow this phone app is connected to a demon. And it is... literally. If you thought it was ridiculous in Truth or Dare when they did it...
Don't get me started on this. It's much worse than Truth or Dare.
I couldn't believe it. This oh my god. Then the ending of this movie. Do you remember what happened in the movie? I don't remember what happened at the end of this movie. I can't
it was this part really pissed me off in the movie. The main character did a thing where it's like she tries to call Satan a liar and be like tries to die before the timer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How I thought was like, oh, I was actually expecting it to be a lot crappier ending. I was like, okay, I'm completely fine with this. This is sacrifice yourself to save everyone else. That's cool. And then all of a sudden, it's this mark on her arm. It's just put here with what was the thing? And then she got resurrected. I'm like, what the heck is this?
It was so comical. It was so comical.
They should have just left her dead. It was so much better.
And let's not talk about the sequel bait.
They're not gonna make a sequel.
Bro, guys, literally, they go to a funeral. I forgot for who died. I really don't fucking care who
Their
died.
mother.
Oh yeah, they visiting her dead mother, and she she pulled out her phone, and it says Countdown 2.0 installed. I was like, what? Oh my
They're
god!
Really trying to set the sequel.
I was like, what? Who was gonna make a sequel to this? It was so bad. Oh my god. I actually could not believe the fact that they tried setting up a sequel. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was, oh my god, this movie. And all the kills I remember are just because they're hilariously awful. There's one jump scare that is good. That's it.
That was, are you talking about the one where she was looking up the whole thing and then when she gets her laptop down, it's like...
No, that one was awful. I'm talking about the one where she was in the bed.
Oh, she was laying in bed. Oh, that actually was a pretty good jump scare.
Well, no, it wasn't even scary. It was just the fact that it was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Really funny.
It wasn't shit, I guess. It was actually a genuine... I don't know. It wasn't an embarrassing scene. But other than that, the kills in this movie are hilarious. There's one scene where literally this girl just walks over to her phone and the ghost throws her up in the air.
Yeah, that's the intro scene.
There's another scene where this fucking girl... this guy's about to die, and the ghost of the girl that died before comes, and the fucking CGI on her face was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it was not good at all.
And then there's another scene where that CGI returns, and it was even worse. Oh my god. Then there was a scene where this fucking girl pulls a bed the ghost pulls a bed away from a girl, and she's laying on the floor under the bed, and the fucking ghost just looks at her and yells. I was like, oh my god, this is a Looney Tunes episode. Oh my god. And then like halfway through the movie, like this one character shows up, and he's like one of the main characters, but he shows up halfway through the movie, and it's one of those things where it's like, why are you only showing up now? It made no sense to me why they were just showing up. I was like, oh my god, wait, this. This movie was embarrassing. I actually felt uncomfortable watching it. It was embarrassing to watch. Like,
I was on the same boat.
And by the end, I checked out. I was like, what is even happening at this point? They were trying to make this like rapist thing all, you know, relevant and shit. I was like, what? Why? Like, I don't give a shit about the movie at all, but why are you, like, relaying back to this when this has nothing to do with the phone app? This guy didn't even download the app, I don't think. Or maybe he did, I have no idea. But it's like, it was so just, like, why is this happening? It was such a fucking waste of time. This movie was a waste of time. Waste of money. The main actress, I don't know what she was doing in this movie. She showed up, I was like, why are you here? Because she's in the show You, and she's really good in that show. So I did not understand why she was showing up in this. When I saw that she was in this movie as the main character, that shit broke my heart. She's not bad, but it's just like, why are you here? At one point, the guy from George Lopez showed up. I was like, what? What? And he's a priest.
Yeah.
I had to laugh. I was like, oh my god. They could have, like, honestly, there's movies where you see it and it's like, oh, you could have done this, this, and this to fix it. But then there's other movies where it's like, I don't think you could have fixed this movie, because the concept of a killer phone app is so fucking stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you were trying to fix this movie, would you be able to fix it?
Probably not.
Because the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, have better kills and have better effects. But better kills and better effects don't make a good movie. So it's like, you know, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, you can't fix Countdown. Countdown is horrible. There's nothing redeeming about it. It's just god awful. Let me see, what did I give this? I gave Countdown a 1 out of 10. I don't know why.
It should have been a lot lower.
No, it's not worse than Hellboy.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna bother watching that.
Hellboy I gave a 0 out of 10. I'm not even reviewing it. No, Hellboy I gave a 0.5 out of 10. I don't know where that 0.5 came from, but it was fucking awful. Guys, that's gonna do it. We're gonna try and find better movies to review because I'm tired of talking about shit.
We did watch. You did watch Prodigy.
Oh, I did watch The Prodigy. We'll see.
That movie was just so much better than all these.
Oh yeah, it's probably one of the better horror movies of 2019. I don't know what I would say was the best horror movie of 2019. And right now for me, it's Dr. Sleep.
That's a good can.
I don't know what else it would be.
I still haven't seen Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep was great. Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I'm probably gonna take a break from doing reviews for a long time. Well, not a long time, just a little bit, because I've given you guys like 7 videos in the past 3 days. So, thank you guys so much. Please leave a like and subscribing if you haven't already, and look out for more content very soon. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.